women are cooked.
80% of women want 10% of the men.
Women just want men with money.
Y'all are dating. Does a guy need to be 6 foot tall?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nowadays, bro, looks are everything. Nowadays, bro, looks are everything. Nowadays, bro, looks are everything.
There's a wave of dating content online right now, and it's really messing with y'all brains. There's a lot of resentment, complaint, and victimhood, and a lot of men don't realize that they're being programmed by it. So today we're going to be exploring the hate dating epidemic. But before that, y'all already know what time it is. Shot o'clock.
Ain't hungry, I'm starving. I gotta eat what I hunt, it's a bargain. The bigger they are, the broader the market. Cause I gotta feed like an army of Spartans. They plotting, they lurking, the blade getting sharp, and they hounds and they barking. They wait for the moment to take what was hidden and add to the garden. We just getting started.
If you're not 6 foot by year 1, you're actually cooked.
Dating as an average man in 2024 is just nightmare difficulty.
What do you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably 3 out of 10.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
You have very recessed infraorbitals, right? Lacking eye support, and your supers are pretty high. Your jawline, your gonial angle is very, very high as well.
Okay.
Which means your jaw's slightly downgrown.
So how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Okay, so you're 6'2", and you feel like you want to get to what height exactly?
6'6" morning height. I haven't put a down payment or planned that out in any way. I have put down payments down for double jaw surgery.
Okay.
That's happening very soon.
One of the main reasons guys are feeling like dating is hard right now is because they're training themselves to feel less than. Every time they scroll on their phone, it's a video about, oh, if you're not 6 foot and plus, if you don't make 6 figures, if you're not genetically blessed, no girl's gonna want you. And then you got the look smashing community that want to tell young dudes, you're pretty much doomed if you don't hop on steroids or do surgery. For a lot of these guys, they're creating a negative feedback loop that's literally telling them that they're not enough as they are. And even if they work on themselves, like go to the gym, take care of their skin, dress better, get a nice haircut, that it won't be enough. They have to do even more. And it also paints a picture of women that can be very confusing to guys who have no experience with them. Listen, women are very interesting creatures, beautiful creatures, and that quote-unquote confidence that comes off from you doing all of these external things will come off as insecurity to the woman that can see through that. Now, there's a lot of conversation about ghosting. Men don't like it, women don't like it. Nobody likes to feel ignored. But as men, I do think we gotta have accountability and understand that whatever abandonment issues you might have should not be put onto the next girl. And honestly, if she wants to move on, just let her. But there are a lot of guys online voicing how they deal with these kinds of situations.
All right, y'all asked for it. Let's go ahead and read these text messages she sent me before ghosting me. Looking back, the red flags was waving like a parade. She said, "Oh my God, I never had someone treat me this well. I feel like I don't even deserve it." Me being me, I said, "You do. You're amazing. I just want to show you how you should be treated." She said, "You're literally perfect. I can't wait for this weekend." Right. And I couldn't wait to throw $1,000 into a black hole. Here's the turning point. The day after the date, I texted her and said, "Hey, just checking in. Had an amazing time yesterday." I waited. And then I sent another text message and said, "Hope you got home okay." Just showing my concern because I know she had to go to work and I wanted to make sure she got home okay. Still nothing. And then I realized I'm blocked. Listen, I was sitting there like, am I being punked right now? Wait a minute. Is Ashton Kutcher behind the couch? Did I just fund a scammer's date night starter pack? Let this be a lesson. If someone tells you, "I don't deserve you," believe them. They are actually telling on themselves.
One thing I cannot stand is being ignored or ghosted. I just don't understand what is so hard about communication. If you don't want to talk to me, say so. If I'm annoying you or I did something wrong to bother you, say so. If you're busy, say so. Or if you simply just don't want me in your life anymore, say so. Because all that does is cause people to overthink. And that's what's created this culture of overthinking. You can just get away with that without an explanation. You can act a certain way without having to suffer any consequences. And all that's doing is making people feel more lost, overthink way more, and it shouldn't be that way.
So, I don't know about y'all, but me personally, one of my biggest pet peeves is that I absolutely hate being ignored. Like, I would have rather you scream and yell in my face and curse me out than ignore me. Because the way my abandonment issues is set up, it ain't gonna cut it. Because it happens every day. I've been wondering if you've been okay. I've been wondering if you think of me. I don't know why you let me go. Wish you could have done it, just let me know.
I don't know if it's just me, but I genuinely hate being ignored. Like, it triggers my soul. Like, there's something in my body just makes me tick. Like, it actually makes me insane. Because there's no way you're on Instagram, TikTok, repost it, and I'm not gonna text back. And I know for a fact that, like, oh yeah, I'm trying to hit you up. And I'm talking just about relationships, bro. I'm talking like friendships too. There's no way I'm texting you, and I know for a fact you always keep your phone on you. Because when I do see you in person, you always have that phone on you. You always check that phone. So you to see her and say, oh no, I didn't see it. You're a liar. Stop it. Stop lying.
So a lot of men feel like ghosting is cruel, immature, disrespectful. But I'm just gonna be honest here with y'all. Nobody owes you closure, bro. Bro, if somebody ghosts you, it usually means they're not interested, you're not compatible, or you came off as awkward or needy. Or probably just too much. Y'all see the dude who made the whole song about it? Yeah, that's too much. Creating a TikTok video to explain how you hate being ignored is too much, bro. Listen, I'm not one of the YouTubers that's gonna act like guys don't have feelings or whatever the fuck. Yeah, everybody has emotions, but at the end of the day, bro, if you step in the dating market, it is just what it is. But genuinely, bro, you can't take everything personally. You can't control what happens in the external. You can only control your reaction to the external. And that's the most peaceful way to go about it. Trust me, later on in the video, I'll give you guys some ways that you can internalize this type of thing less, so that you can go into your next situation still whole, still healthy, and you'll be able to still foster a very healthy, meaningful relationship without bringing in this baggage from the last few people.
You single?
I'm single.
How much do a man gotta make to be with you?
100.
Oh, that ain't bad. 100? Just $100? $100? That ain't bad.
No, 100K.
100K?
Yeah.
A year?
A month.
100,000 a month.
I made between 80 and 100. I could do.
No cap though, a lot of women in today's day won't even fuck with you if you don't make 100K but they never seen 100K ever. And they never seen 100K in a year though. I seen a bitch say, if you ain't making 300K or better, you can't be my nigga. Bye. Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
There was a guy named Hayden, he was 26, and he swiped 2,020,459 times over 5 years on Tinder. He got 2,000 matches and managed to just get one in-person date from all of that.
That's actually insane, because you're saying 5 years and you got only one person date.
After 2 million swipes.
In 5 years, you got one date. That is clear indicator that hypergamy exists.
Alright, let's be real. Why would a guy with more status and resources not be more attractive? Like, you've seen even guys like fan out over celebrity guy. We literally all know somebody that would fan out over meeting a celebrity in person, asking for pictures or autographs depending on what decade they live in. But all of these internet movements usually take a truth that we all know to be a part of reality and then turns it into a hopeless narrative to sell you on something. Yes, money will get you more attention and it can enhance your life, but I know you've all heard the saying, money does not unlame you. Bro, if money alone worked, there would be no rich dudes getting cheated on or getting divorced. And having your algorithm flooded with clips like this, there definitely is a line on which you can walk. That's why you can take bits and pieces from these communities and apply them as the truth of your life. Again, I will tell you guys which parts of this are optimal closer to the end of this video. But having your algorithm flooded with clips like this distorts your idea of reality, and distorted beliefs create defeated men. And speaking of defeated men, there's a lot of guys that feel like Being myself doesn't work. It's not enough.
Bruh, women can tell easily when you faking. This is why I always tell you to just be yourself. Like, they respect that above anything else if you just be you. I'm telling you, bruh. It's that simple. No, it's like I hear you, bruh, but at the same time, like, being myself, it just doesn't work. What do you mean? That works for some people, but it never works for me. Like, and I try to use everything you always tell me. So where's the trouble coming from between you and women if you just doing that? As long as you respect that rule, bruh, and just be you. I know, but I'm trying all of that and none of that works. I'll give you an example. So it's this girl that I'm talking to. I met her like, I'll say like a week ago. I get her number, you know what I mean? And she was cool. She felt like I was cool. You know, we flirted a little bit. I ended up getting her number and we start texting. So what's the problem? I'll give you I'll read our text messages out. Okay, tell me, read it to me then. I said, hey cutie. She said, hey you. Okay. And I was just like, I want to take you out for real. When can we do that? Good. That's what I always tell you. Don't waste time texting. She said, let me check my work schedule for the week. I said, regardless of your schedule, I still want to take you out. It don't matter when you get off. She was like, well, I get off kind of late. Okay, all right. And I said, that's fine with me. And she was just like, well, we'll see. And I said, what is there to see? Like, just let me know. Okay. So I don't know if like at that point she started getting defensive. And then she said, I know. I said, I'm gonna let you know. We'll see. And I said, it almost seemed like you don't want to go out at this point. You said that? Yeah, I said that. So at that point she was like, whoa, just calm down. And I said, what you're not about to do is try to play me. Oh, wow. And then she said, what are you talking about, dude? And I said, you know what I'm talking about. I've met women like you before. You said that to her? Yeah, I said that to her. Like, I'm just being straight up 100 with her, just being myself. Because, like, you told me, put my foot down. You know, don't let a woman run over me. So no, because I'm saying she did say, like, she be getting off late. Like, you want to make women feel comfortable. You're not about to play with my time. Okay. Like, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead. I'm listening. And she said, I don't think we should meet in person just yet. What did you end up saying? Like, back? I said, well, I already met you in person when I got your number. So stop all the games. Okay. And her response was what? So she says, I'm blocking you. And I said, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Why would you say that? Because when I got her number, I followed her home because I just wanted to see where she lived at. You know what I mean? Like the neighborhood she lived in and stuff like that. Because if she was like, you know, down bad in the ghetto or something like that, I don't even want to be wasting my time texting her. So why would you do that? Why would you follow her home? I just followed her home just to see exactly like the environment she stayed in. So I'm like, all right, at this point in the conversation, I'm like, bruh, you wasting my time and don't play with me because I know where you live at. You know what I mean? So, and what was her response? Are you okay in the head? And I said, I'm pulling up on you tonight and we're going to talk about this in person because I'm done texting. And she says, if you come over here, I will call the police. I could kind of see where she's coming from. But you told me to just be myself. Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, be yourself, but I wouldn't have typed that out and sent that. And she says, are you seriously being this much of a creep right now? And I said, don't call me no names because that's when this is gonna go left for you. Okay. And she said, what do you mean by that? And I said, how about I show you what I mean tonight, how it could go left. You threatened her? Yeah, so I'm about to tell you. So I got in the car, I drove over there. I mean, honestly, like, I probably wouldn't have, like, pulled up if she stopped texting you back. When I got over there, I texted her again. I said, look out your window. And she says, did you seriously just pull up in front of my house? I'm calling the police now. And then I said, watch this. So at that point, I got out the car. I went over to her, she got like this electricity box on the side of her house. But you didn't go to the electricity. And I just turned the electricity off in her house. Oh, you went to turn it off. And I swear, bro, I wasn't gonna do nothing to her. I turned her electricity off and then, like, I knocked at the front door. And I'm not getting no text message back at this point. So I'm like, okay, so really now you trying to ghost me? Yeah. She not texting me, she don't answer the front door, so I go around the back side. Her patio door was locked, so I just broke into it. You saying like you broke in as in like you walked away, got back in your car and left, right? I broke into her patio door, now I'm knocking at the back door. Oh, you like actually broke in and went inside. And she wouldn't answer the back door either, so I just kicked it open, bruh. Like, I kicked it open, and next thing you know, like, you know, like, it went all bad, bruh. But my point being is that, like, you told me to just be myself. Yeah, well, the thing, like, I said to be you, but, like, I didn't know. I'm being myself, but for some reason, that don't be working with some of these women out here nowadays. I mean, to be fair, like, you, that is a little, you coming off a little pushy, just a little bit. I didn't want to tell you what happened because then you could end up, you know, it's a court case behind everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, police is involved. I got a court date. Yeah. Nah, I can understand you wouldn't want to get me involved in none of that. So, like, I don't want you to be, like, an accessory. I don't want you to be called as a, you know, any witness or nothing like that. Cause it got real crazy. Yeah. But, bruh, it's just like, what do you, like, these women nowadays just want to be pretty. It's crazy. And just want everything their way, bruh. And it's like, you gotta show some kind of effort. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah. It's like, what else can I do?
911.
Who you calling? Oh, I'm just calling my mom because I had a missed call from her. You know how that go. Hang that phone up. Okay, I can hang up. Let me talk to you real quick. Talk about what? Come on. We ain't got to do this.
Do you know how, like, if there's someone you really like the smell of them?
Yes.
I'm the same way with my dog.
Okay.
Do you have any dogs? Yeah.
I'm gonna always be myself, and that's
I'm
why
always
y'all
gonna
be.
be myself
That's
too.
why y'all be.
And that's why you be talking your way out of some box all the time. Nigga be talking his way out of box all the time.
See, but and that's
I don't
crazy.
talk my
You
way
know what?
out. Are you comfortable telling the story? It's
I don't
story
wanna-
time.
I don't wanna
tell the story.
Story
time,
segment.
Tell the story.
I
How the
don't
last
wanna-
time you talked yourself out of some box.
I'm looking down this barrel, right? So,
Yeah.
fellas out there,
Is this camera on me?
Yeah, is this camera on me? So, listen, if you want to get the drawers,
Just be yourself.
no, do not do that.
I'm just be myself.
Okay, Malik, you just got to learn to shut up. I hear that all the time.
You suck with women, change your personality. A lot of guys say online, just be yourself, bro, just be yourself. But what if yourself is repulsive to women and so inherently disgusting they don't like you? Then you probably should change. You probably should change your strategy. You probably should learn some new tactics. Don't be yourself if yourself sucks.
Me being myself is actually why I struggle with women the most. You have to ask yourself the question, is me who I am right now attracting the woman that I desire? You are who you attract. The things that I were doing on a day-to-day basis that made me who I am weren't attracting me the right woman. I was watching too much adult content, smoking and drinking too much video games, out of shape, eating bad. Those things aren't going to attract me the right woman. So what did I have to do? Change up my inputs to change my output. Once I started doing this, I started seeing more success with women, started to attract higher quality of women. Why? Because I started treating myself with better quality, which ultimately attracts someone that is of better quality. If you're somebody that's struggling to let go of the lifestyle and let go of the habits that are holding you back, comment the word go. I'll shoot you a DM. See if
So this whole concept of just being yourself, right, is very incomplete. Conventionally, this means like just let it all fly. Whatever comes to your mind, just speak it. Be as honest as possible with every part of your life, and just if she's the right girl for you, then she'll like you. The problem is this doesn't account for guys with bad communication skills, insecurity, or who are very needy or honestly very desperate and just want to get their dick wet. There's like a lack of awareness epidemic that I might talk about in another video, but whenever I see clips like these, I actually start to feel bad for women. A lot of guys in the online dating space will talk about the fact that, oh, women have so many options. Oh, it must be so hard to have 100+ matches. Bro, if you were to get on a dating app and you got 100 likes but be overweight, don't take care of themselves, have a very cringy, corny vibe, why wouldn't you just start getting tired of that shit at some point? Imagine somebody begged to take you on a date, and then they try to ask you to split the bill. The only reason this being yourself advice is incomplete is because guys will literally go on dates and start talking about their ex. Oh yeah, my ex cheated on me and like I was depressed for like 3 months. But you know what? It's time to get back out there. You know what they say? There's plenty of fish in the sea. Or they start talking about weird shit like conspiracies and politics. Or they just start saying anything that comes to their mind, like not even thinking whether it's going to be off-putting to the women they're on a date with. Like, some of y'all got to be real with yourselves, bro. Yourself, who you are right now, is not going to be attractive to most women. There's an attitude of fake it till you make it. I'm not saying to do that. There was a female I was dealing with, and we're talking about guys just needing to be themselves and just being more genuine. And I was expressing to her that I am of the opinion that some people just have a very off-putting personality as they are right now. And they can work on themselves to where they are more socially adept, to where their philosophy makes them a more likable person. And so, yeah, they will be able to be themselves, but they just have to work on it. And that definitely goes for most men. I used to work in the gym with this guy, let's call him Cam. He's a white guy, pretty much average looking, but he was low in body fat, right? One of the pillars of what I say you have to do to first start becoming as attractive as possible. Trust me, this guy was the most average in most metrics, but he had a very welcoming aura about him. He would just be nice to everybody, literally just a chill dude, just being himself, not doing too much, like just trying to enjoy him life and still improve what he could, bro. But girls would be like magnetized to this guy, bro. And at the time, I didn't even get it because I was just like, what the fuck is he doing that's making all of these women like literally kind of be on his dick? And a part of it was, you know, dude took care of himself. Like he wasn't stepping like dressed out or nothing like that, but would have a decent haircut. Face would be pretty clean shaven. Like I said, low body fat. And just this thing of him not trying, but because he wasn't looking for an outcome, he wasn't expecting a result. Whenever he talked to women, he just came off as like this really nice, like innocent type of guy. And he wouldn't flirt back whenever women would try to throw like little jabs at him and stuff like that. And I think that had a lot to do with it. But closer to the time I ended up leaving this job, I found out that this dude ended up pretty much smashing two of the baddest girls that worked at the gym, plus a few more that were just working out there. And I'm just saying that to say that you can be yourself, but you have to be working on certain things. And honestly, some of y'all do too much. Once you can present yourself as a guy who doesn't think too much, you just kind of know who you are and you're just kind of living in the moment. Not only women, but a lot of things in life will just start attracting themselves to you. Point to a clip in the top screen of the corner that will become big enough to go on the screen. Creates learned helplessness. I don't really know if that's gonna work, but fuck it. But I just want to throw it in there as maybe part of the outro, and I'll figure out whether or not it flows with the video. This was clips. I don't think I'm gonna even use all of those, to be honest. This type of content creates learned helplessness. Once you start thinking, I'm not enough, she's out of my league, that mindset alone makes you less attractive. You become passive, bitter, guarded, and honestly, you just start to repel the type of people that you want. Hey, yo, let me just say this. Y'all dudes who go on the internet like TikTok and go and spout the same talking points you heard from these alpha male gurus or these podcasts, you're literally shooting yourself in the foot. Why would you go online and indirectly tell women that you're having bad experiences with women? Like, you don't think that's gonna set off a red flag? Like, oh shit, well, if other women are reacting to him like this, to where he gotta talk about women only want 6 figures, they're cooked, you can't be yourself. You don't think women are gonna look at that and be like, oh shit, yeah, I don't know if I wanna fuck with him, he overthinking this shit way too much, it's just giving me weird vibes. Y'all gotta learn how to chill, vibe out, and most importantly, bro, believe that even if this is your circumstance right now, that women aren't that interested in you, you're gonna be one of the guys that get out of that and honestly live a very peaceful life. You have to believe it, bro. Otherwise, literally, what's the alternative? You're gonna be alone jerking your dick off for the rest of your life? Let's be fucking for real. Most of y'all don't want that. And honestly, that's a depressing way to live that I never could imagine for myself. It's impossible. Listen, after 18 years old, every outcome in your life is your responsibility. Your past might not be your fault, but your reactions are. Accountability isn't about self-blame and being caught up in your mistakes in life. It's about empowering yourself to understand that you can change your future anytime. Fuck what looks maxing says about your alar base is too wide and your fucking lips are too wide, or your eyes are too close to, or your eyes are too close together, or your fucking cheekbones is blah blah blah. Have you really tried to be your best self before trying to find a significant other? Now, I did promise you guys that I would tell you a way to stop internalizing things like being ghosted or being rejected, so that you can go into your next relationship more healthy and being able to foster a relationship that would be fulfilling for you and your next significant other. I'll never sell a course, so here it is. You need to be low body fat. 10 to 12% is probably ideal for most men. You need to have something in your life that you're somewhat passionate about that will give you some level of purpose and honestly feed your ego. I'm gonna be honest. And here's a few for some of you guys that honestly have nothing else but maybe video games or watching anime or just living a regular life. Maybe you want to learn how to play an instrument or make music. Maybe you've thought about doing content creation. Maybe you want to do some fitness type thing like calisthenics or parkour, or some type of exercise or movement with your body that makes you feel bigger than life. Maybe you're a risk taker. Maybe you like skydiving or doing the parkour jumping across buildings. I don't condone that shit, but I ain't gonna lie. Those of y'all from the Caucasus Mountains, my nigga, I say go at it, bro. Like, y'all niggas are good at it. And y'all seem not to really perish, so I you know what I mean? Or maybe you like reading. You know, maybe you like science and math and very scholastic type activities just to feel smart. Whatever will feed your ego and make you feel like you deserve more, that honestly, that's a great use of your time. If you can also make money from it, that's a big part. Also, you need to have as many interactions with women as possible. This is like part of the old pickup artist like philosophy. And listen, I'm not one of those guys, but that part I can completely attest to. After dealing with enough women, it doesn't have to be dates, but after having enough communication with enough women, you will just start to understand, bro, there's so many out there. You don't need to stress about, okay, one didn't like you. One stopped texting you back and she was the hottest girl you ever talked to. Like, bro, there are literally tens to hundreds of millions of women out here that are single, around your age. So this whole, damn, I don't know if I'll get another woman like her, you shouldn't be concerned about that, honestly. You just need to get your reps up and then you will understand that. Also, if you're overweight, still talk to women while you're losing weight, but I would say try at least one time to try and lose the weight in a very intense, quick fashion, just because in that short amount of time, it will show you how people treat you when you're overweight versus when you're a lot less overweight. That will show you a lot about human nature and can push you to become as lean as possible. Obviously, if you've shown yourself that you're able to do a consistent diet plan that you can do for the rest of your life, you've been able to do that for 6 months, I would say to keep going with that method. But I'm just trying to give y'all a quick rundown on how to do this in a shorter amount of time to where you'll be able to see results quickly and start reframing your mind as fast as possible. And one of the last things I would say is find a way where you can start making more money on a consistent basis. If you're feeling like I'm broke, you know, how do I date women? I don't have anywhere to take them back to. DM me. I'm not going to speak about that in this video, how to do that. But I do think, bro, unless you have money for like Ubers or dates or something like that, realistically, that's the last thing you should be worried about. If you don't have a job or where you live is so expensive that you have a job and you still can't afford maybe an Uber or a little, you know what I mean, to go on a little date or something like that, or to take a possible girlfriend in the future out on dates, I would say work on that. Or hit me up in the DMs on IG and I will give y'all some advice for how to do that on a more regular basis. And then you guys know that I preach about figure out a style that's good for you. Again, if you need help on that, hit me up on my IG. We could possibly break down some different style choices for you that would make you more appealing to a larger audience of women that you're attracted to, as well as haircuts and maybe how to style your facial hair in a way that will give you pretty optimal results. But here are my final solutions for you guys to stop being incels and stop being on this hate women train epidemic like it's men against women type vibe. First off, stop consuming insecurity content. Stop feeding yourself content that makes you feel smaller. Learn how to detach faster. Stop pedestalizing people that you don't know, celebrities or women in general. All you need is to talk to enough attractive women and just regular people to realize that, bro, they're not bigger than you. They're literally just people. They like to be treated like regular people sometimes. Bro, anybody doing too much, honestly, it makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. Everybody likes to feel like they can speak to somebody else on a level where it just feels very down to earth, very genuine. Somebody is listening to them and not expecting something else. Not just sitting in the cut hoping, oh, let me get some pussy. Oh, let me get some business from this person, whatever the fuck. And if they start to pull away, bro, let them go. Overinvestment is never attractive. Fix your attachment issues. Bro, some of y'all actually have amazing awareness and know that you have anxiety and maybe mommy issues or daddy issues. Those are real. And I would say to genuinely, bro, go and try to find some type of therapist or somebody that could help you with that. That's not weakness. It's just understanding yourself and trying to work yourself out of that. Increase your options. You remember when I said find something that you're passionate about? In my overall solution on how to internalize being rejected less, bro, you gotta find hobbies. Rejection hurts less when you have other things to do and your life literally doesn't center one person. You're not doing things for just one person. You're not trying to achieve goals just to be noticed by one person. Accept that not everybody will like you. Rejection is never injustice, it's never immaturity, whatever you guys want to call it. It's literally just incompatibility. Some people notice that off rip, and they're just trying to save you and themselves the bullshit of continuing to act like there is any possibility for the future. Take that hint and go on with your life. Understand that there might be something more you can do, or maybe, possibly, that person isn't healthy enough for you right now. That's always a possibility. Listen, dating becomes peaceful when you stop personalizing rejection, when you stop outsourcing your self-worth, when you stop seeking validation from other people. Men don't need more rage content. They need more self-awareness, more self-respect, more emotional control, and overall more feeling of control over their life and their future. That's how you escape the hate dating epidemic in 2026. And I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Y'all already know how we do. Soul Syndicate. I'm going to see y'all in the next one.